What's up guys, Tapson here. In this video I'll be showing you how to awaken your dog fruit in Blox. If you are looking to find out how to get your dog fruit awakened, this is the place to be. I'll be showing you everything you need to do. I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the dog awakening process in Blox. Before we get into it, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. Like and subscribe for brand new videos on how to awaken every single fruit in Blox. If you are looking for all the steps to get your dog fruit awakened, this is the place to be. So yeah, if you have doubt, or even if you don't have it, if you're just curious, if you want to know everything about the steps, let's get into it. In order to get started with the awakening process, first thing first, you're gonna need to collect a few items. You're gonna need 2 items. First, you're gonna need to get 10 conjured cocos and a god chalice. Do not worry, I'm gonna be going over every single step so you know how to get these items very fast and quick. So we're gonna go for the conjured cocoa first. So I am in the 3rd sea right now, so you're gonna need to get over to the 3rd sea. So you're gonna need to be level 1500, and if you're not level 1500, do not worry guys, I'm gonna actually be showing you another method to get your dog fruit awakened even if you are not in the 3rd sea. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. We're gonna need to get 10 conjured cocoa. So you might ask, how do you get 10 conjured cocoa? Pretty easy. What you're gonna need to do is go over to the Chocolate Island. Chocolate Island is one of the islands of sea treats. Let's go ahead and head over there, and as you can see, I'm using portal. Portal makes it very easy to travel between islands. So we just got in at the Chocolate Island. So in order to get 10 conjured cocos, what you have to do is fight NPCs on the Chocolate Island. You can pretty much fight any NPCs. All of them have a chance of dropping the conjured cocos, and you're gonna need 10 of them. Let me actually show you what they look like. I did collect some of them earlier. Here we go. These are the conjured cocos. You're gonna need 10 of these. Now, after you've collected 10 of these, what you're gonna need next is a god chalice. So in order to get the god chalice, it's gonna be a very complicated process, but do not worry, I got you covered. There are actually 3 methods to get a god chalice in Blox. We're gonna get started with the very first method. For the first method, you can obtain a god chalice by killing elite pirates in Blox. So they have a 2% chance of dropping a god chalice. So you might ask, how do I kill elite pirates? Do not worry, we're gonna take you there. So what you're gonna need to do is go over to the sea castle. Go over to the sea castle. Once you get over to the sea castle, you're gonna speak to this NPC here, the elite hunter. So it looks like a pop cat, actually very funny NPC. Once you interact with the elite hunter NPC, is going to give you a task, and you're gonna have to eliminate a elite pirate. So you're gonna have to kind of chase him around, and he's gonna be seen right here, right next to the island. He's usually gonna tell you where you can find the elite pirate, and what you're gonna have to do is chase that NPC. So it's saying that is next to either island, so we're gonna have to go next to either island. Using my portal fruit, we're gonna head over to either island, but I'm not actually gonna be killing this NPC on here because we're gonna need to save some time if I need to show you guys all the process. So this is the first method. First method is by killing elite pirates. Next method, you're gonna have to go over to the haunted castle, and this is where you're gonna have to chat with the gravestone for a 1% chance of receiving the god chalice. And there is one more thing you need to know. You are able to pray only at night, and there is a 20-minute cooldown. So let's head over to the haunted castle. So the location is going to be haunted castle. Once you get to the haunted castle, you're gonna head over to the graveyard. There's a graveyard this way. This is a pretty spooky place to be. So there is a gravestone that appears only at night, so you have to make sure you come up at this location only at night. So once you get here, just go over here. It's pretty dark, so you're gonna interact with the gravestone, and you're gonna have to pray. So I mean, this is pretty spooky, not gonna lie, but here we go. So once you pray, there is a 2% chance of you getting the god chalice, actually 1% chance. So now we're moving over to the final step. So the last step, you can collect the god chalice from a chest this has the lowest drop rates of any 3 options. Now we're moving over to the next step. Once you've collected the God Chalice and the 10 Conjure Cocos, you're gonna use those 2 items to trade for a treat chalice from the Swift Crafter NPC located at Chocolate Island. Let's take you over there. So we're gonna use our portal fruit and we're gonna head over to Chocolate Island. So once you get here, you're gonna look for the Swift Crafter NPC. Is supposed to be right here. Okay, so this is the NPC right here. So interact with this NPC. Let's go ahead and interact, and it's gonna ask you, do you think you can handle the Dough King? Just say yes, and very well, I can exchange God Chalice and 10 Conjure Coco for something worthy of him. So you're gonna trade, but we do not have those 2 items, so it's not gonna work. So he's asking where are the items, but if you have those 2 items, you should be able to trade those 2 items for a treat chalice. So the treat chalice is an item that you can use to spawn the Dough King. After you have exchanged your 10 Conjure Cocos and the God Chalice for the Sweet Chalice, we're gonna move over to the next step. So for the next step, you're gonna head over to a location called Cake Island. Cake Island is gonna be right here. We're gonna go over to Cake Land. Once you get to Cake Island, there is an NPC called Drip Mama located right in the center of the island. So you're gonna have to communicate with her, and she's gonna give you a quest. You're gonna need to defeat 5 enemies on Cake Island, and then you're gonna come back after you've done with this quest. So 500 enemies, this is a lot of enemies to defeat, so you're gonna need help. So it's best to get help from your friends. Once you are done defeating the 500 enemies from Cake Island, head back to Drip Mama, interact with her. After you interact with her, you're gonna go behind the house where Drip Mama is located and teleport. You will find the Dough King there, and you're gonna have to defeat the Dough King. Once defeated, the Dough King will drop the red key, and also make sure you deal at least 10% damage if you are getting help from your friends or random players. After obtaining the red key, you're gonna use the red key to unlock a door inside the Candy Castle on the Cake Island. Let's take you guys over to that castle. It's located right here in the center of Cake Island. Right here, guys. You look at this big building in here. This is where you have to get in. There is a door here that you have to unlock, and inside that door there is an NPC in there called Cake Scientist. That's the NPC that you're gonna need to interact with in order to buy the Dough Raid chip. So this is the door here. It's gonna be locked for me because I don't have the red key, but once you get it, make sure you come up at this location. This is the location right here. This place is called the Candy Castle, and it's located on the Cake Island. And also, even if the player dies or disconnect with the red key, they will still be able to buy the Dough Raid chip from the NPC called Cake Scientist. Once you interact with the Cake Scientist, you're gonna be able to exchange the red key for the Dough microchip. So you're gonna need the Dough microchips in order to be able to host raid for the Dough Awakening. So you don't have to do it yourself. Actually, if one of your friends is able to do it or has done it in the past, he can be able to host the Dough raid process, and you're gonna be able to awaken your fruit, your Dough fruit, by just participating to the raids. Once you are done with the last part, head over to Castle on the Sea if you are on the 3rd sea, and if you are on the 2nd sea, head over to Hot and Cold Island, and this is where you're gonna have to interact with the Mad Scientist. The Mad Scientist is gonna be on this side on the Castle on the Sea, and interact with him and make sure you pick the Dough Raid. Once you pick the Dough Raid, you're gonna go ahead and complete it. I'm gonna be dropping a part 2 where I am actually going through the process of completing the raid with a couple of friends, so make sure you watch the part 2. I'm gonna be leaving the link for the part 2 in the description box, and also I might actually have it show up on the screen. So yeah, make sure you watch the part 2, and also make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what fruit do you want me to awaken next. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. I'll be dropping more awakening videos in the future, so like and subscribe right now.